Okay, next item is the council vacancy options.
So before we start this discussion, could I just give a wee bit of information that I'm not sure everybody is aware of, but in Cambridge, which I understand is a much larger place than Amaranth, Cambridge had a Ward 7 by-election, and Scott Hamilton won it down there. However, what got me was the cost of that election. The city had originally budgeted $80,000 for a by-election. And I understand that Cambridge is much larger. However, they had to tack on an additional $135,000 to cover the cost of the pandemic and additional safety measures. So if we could keep that in mind, that if it does come down to a by-election here, then we are probably looking at a cost easily of $30,000. And in view of other costs that have been added onto our budget this year that were not anticipated, I think we need to be very cognizant of what it would cost if we did have to go to a by-election. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thanks. All right, you read in your minutes, okay, what the options are, and there's 3 options, and we have to fill this vacancy, and how do you want to go about it? Councillor Relu?
Yes, I would put forward a motion that we select option 1, to select by appointment from candidates of the previous election.
Say the last thing again, please.
Sorry, I would put forward a motion
Yeah.
that we select option 1, to select by appointment from candidates of the previous election.
So the 4th runner-up.
Correct.
I think that's only fair.
Okay.
You're seconding that?
I will second that, yes. I think that's very fair.
Yeah, I don't agree. If it was right after, that'd be one thing, but it's been 2 years. I think it's the option to advertise for applicants, or like what Grand Valley, Shelburne, and Mulmur all did is the way to go. But that's fine, we can go.
So to be clear, what the motion is, if I understand you correctly, Councillor Little, okay, is we will approach the person that came in 4th from the councillors.
Says to choose by appointment from candidates of the previous election, and yes, that's what it's.
Okay, that's fine. And then if they say no, all right, then we gotta do something
We've
else.
got to go back. That's
Okay, that's fine, yeah. So anyways, all right, any further discussion on this motion? One thing I will say, I asked Nicole, when this came out a few days ago, and anyways, she told me that the 4th candidate, they had 604 votes. So they had a fair bit of support in the township. So anyways, I think that's a good indication that they have the support of 604 people in the township. They wanted them to be the representative of the council, so I don't have a problem with that. Call the vote. Oh wait, we got a mover. Did you move it? Did you? Okay.
You have to call
Who's the second?
them. I am.
Okay.
So your motion, Councillor Little, all I want it to be resolved that council select option 1 to select from the last election.
Select by appointment from candidates of the previous election. Sorry, I'm just taking the word from the wording from the top sentence of your options that were given to us.
Well, we want to make
Select
sure.
by appointment from candidates of the last election.
Yes.
I understand that there there were two candidates that didn't make the grade, so we want to make sure it's the one with the most number of votes.
That was attached as Schedule A to the package, so there are two other candidates.
Okay, that's,
So we know what we're doing then?
Yeah.
All right, call the vote, Nicole.
Be it resolved that council select option 1 to select from appointment from candidates from the last election.
Yes, correct, previous election, but that's fine, yes.
Previous election, I will say previous then.
Yeah, and this is based on the number of votes.
Councilor Little, it's your motion. Do you want it to say based on the number of votes? It does say that in the option.
That's fine.
Based on number of votes. Okay. So Councilor Little, I have that you move the motion. How do you vote?
No.
Councilor Foster, I have that you second. How do you vote?
yes.
Deputy Mayor?
No.
Mayor Curry?
Yes, I'm voting for this motion, yes.
Motion is tied, so it's defeated.
Wow. Go ahead.
Okay, I would prepare to put forward another motion then. I would move that we choose option 3, if the council chooses to call by election, that we would do so, so I would put forward that we choose option 3.
And call a by-election?
Call by election.
Can I get a second to that motion? As we mentioned, it's gonna cost us, between $20,000 and $30,000. If that's what you want, that's up to you, Mike.
I don't want to buy election, but I'll second the vote.
Well, usually when a person moves and seconds, it means that they're in favor, but
Not necessarily.
It's not. I'm just bringing it in so we can vote, otherwise everyone's opinion isn't registered.
Are we ready then, sir?
yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Be it resolved that council choose option 3 to call a by-election. Councilor Little, it's your motion, and I have that you move the motion.
I vote no.
Deputy Mayor, I have that you second the motion. How do you vote?
No.
Councilor Foster?
No.
Mayor Curry?
No,
That motion has also been defeated.
Councilor Little.
I will put forward option 2, if council chooses to select by appointments from nominations.
Can I get a seconder?
Yeah, just to clarify, so, yeah, the people on that ran in the last election they can put their names.
Oh, yeah,
Of
yeah.
course they did, yes.
I'll support that, I'll second it.
Be it resolved that, so Councilor Little, I have it as your motion, so be it resolved that council shall fill the vacant seat on council by selection by appointment and nominations, which is option 2. Councillor Little, I have that you move the motion. How do you vote?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor, I have that you second. How do you vote?
Yes.
Councillor Foster?
No.
Mayor Curry?
No?
Motion is also tied, also defeated.
Councillor Little?
So therefore, we will not be filling vacancy.
As a council member, I have a right to vote the way I chose to vote. I chose to vote for the next person who ran, because I believe that person put their name forward, made the effort, and went out into the public and received a significant amount of votes. I do not think it's fair that we ask for nominations and other people who did not stand up in the past election for whatever reasons and have decided to stand up now have the right to come forward. I do not believe that the person who did run and put in the expense of running should have to do so again. So you made that choice by making the motion and then saying no to your own motion.
Motion was lost.
That motion was lost. That motion was lost, and if I understand our bylaws correctly, no motion that was made can be made again for another year.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months, okay.
Well,
So my choice is that the next person on the list get vote, that have the opportunity. If that's not yours, that's fine, but then I guess we don't fill the vacancy, or we have to go to municipal affairs and see what the other options are.
the thing is this, what if the last motion had passed, okay? What we're saying is, okay, 4 people have a better opinion, okay, of how to select somebody, okay, than 604 people. And to me, that's simply not right. As was mentioned, okay, this person went out and they canvassed, I don't know how much of the township, and on election day, they got, I'll get to it, they got 604 votes. And to think that we're gonna forget all that, okay, 4 people can make a better decision than 604 people. That is simply wrong. Councilor Lou?
The motion has lost. I think we don't need to discuss it because it has now been lost and it is now passé for the next 6 months. So what we need to do is find out how we proceed from here. Do we have to fill a vacancy or can we leave it?
Deputy Mayor?
So, do we need a motion to declare this vacant?
You do, and I still have that.
Yeah, I'll move it.
With your permission, sir, I'll read the motion and then we'll ask for a seconder.
It's okay? Yeah, okay.
Yes, thank you. Be resolved that council acknowledge receipt of the resignation of Councillor Mark Tijssen dated September 16, 2020 from his position on council. We do have to acknowledge the receipt of the resignation. Deputy Mayor, I have that you move the motion.
Yes.
Thank you. We do need a seconder.
Councilor Lou?
I'll second it.
And how do you vote here?
Yes.
Thank you. Councillor Foster?
Yes.
Here, Mayor Curry?
Yes.
Thank you. That motion is passed.
Well, my question is simply this, where to go from here? We had 3 options, and they were moved and seconded by people on the present council, and some voted against it, and they said that was their right. Well, that's okay, but to me, we're heading for problems. I can tell you right now. You can't have any problems. Pardon? This is crazy, honestly, it really is. And where do we go from here?
We'll let the ministry figure it out. Mr. Kerr said that
that is an option. We can explore other options for the next council meeting if we'd like.
Yes, thank you.
One of them, of course, is a court appointment. Or we can, I'll explore the option of continuing with the 4 members that we have not appointed as well. Off the top of my head, I can't think of another option, but we can certainly explore other options.
Okay,